Hello fellow smashers, this is FS Smash, and today we recently just got a lot of Fire Emblem drops on Fire Emblem Three Houses, and some of the drops are crazy. So without further ado, let's just get right into the drops that we have gotten. This video is going to be a bit rough because I'm going to be going without a script, but I really want to get into the stuff we have gotten just now, and I'm really excited for it. So this video is going to lack any editing or whatever. I'm just going to have footage poorly edited, whatever. I don't really care about it. Let's just get right into it. So first, we got some drops about the villains. So on the left here, we have the Death King. What seems to be a unique villain. And also on the right we also have the King King of Fire or Emperor of Fire. These seem to be unique enemies or villains. Hopefully, I'm hoping they are villains that are mainstays, not mainly mainstays, but characters that will be antagonizing our Fire Emblem Three Houses characters. They are said to hate the Garrick Monastery for, of course, obvious reasons. I don't have to really explain it, but they do not like the Garrick Monastery and they hope to destroy it. So these look like to be really cool villains. Our next screenshot I'm going to be showing here, it seems to be something related to the cafeteria. As we can see, we have units, our unit listed, as well as us talking to probably a server or a waitress. And as we can see, food from behind that waitress, and hopefully that has something to do with that, but I couldn't really translate what is being said here as I'm not in Japanese. Our next screenshot here is very interesting. This seems to be some sort of greenhouse in which you can grow your own vegetables, plant your own food, and stuff like that, so you can actually feed your students, actual what you grow. You can make certain foods that increase certain stats from the looks of it, so that's really exciting. It has a bit more, it takes the cooking to a further step in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and it really helps probably optimize your students' growths, maybe their stats, who knows. Our next screenshot here, I'll be describing this more later on, is obviously Byleth fishing. So this is very interesting. We're gonna have like a bit of a fishing mini game, so that'll be pretty funny and cool, probably something probably related with cafeteria as well. Our next screenshot, this is a really good one. We see a bunch of different teachers listed on this screenshot. We can see, of course, you, Byleth, the teacher. We also see Hannibal and Manuel, but we also see three different teachers. One with green hair, one with some sort of facial hair, and a girl that we've seen from the first trailer who swings that red sword. So maybe we're definitely getting way more than Manuel and Hannibal. So that's a really cool, really cool that we get way more teachers to have help teach our students and stuff. So that's really cool. Our next screenshot here is obviously that woman who was in the first trailer teaching the students, and obviously female Byleth seems to be amongst with the crowd, as you can see in the next screenshot. So they're teaching the students along with female Byleth. And then here we can see the ultimate result. We can see that the professional skills have increased in swords and in Gauntlet. So you can obviously tell that this probably tremendously helps increase your students' growth and proficiency in those areas, so that's cool. Here, there's a various different screenshots of how the cafeteria works. From the looks of it, you can pick one student to help you cook in the cafeteria, and you can also see interactions between students, so that's a really cool concept. You can see Petra and Hubert talking. You can also see Felix and Manuel conversing, so probably this means that Manuel probably will be a playable unit, who knows, but this definitely shows that you have again more flexibility in what you can do in the school. Sorry guys for the abrupt cut. Unfortunately, my footage got cut up abruptly, so let's just continue into the video. So next screenshot we have here is of course of Pouty Bernadetta. She doesn't look too happy, and then here in the next next to her is a character we haven't seen a lot. It's part of Claude's house, but I don't recall the name, unfortunately. Maybe you guys can point it out, but we definitely have a profile pic now of her. We always had those small screenshots, so it's interesting to see her profile pic now, and that's pretty cool. Next few screenshots here are, of course, Hubert probably talking to you, Byleth, or perhaps to the other your other classmates. As we can see in the next screenshot, we have Claude. Sorry, my apologies, not Claude. Dimitri and Ash talking with, of course, the teacher lady that was in the first trailer. And Dimitri doesn't look too happy for some odd reason. And down below, you can see that they're doing, between Bernadetta, Eligard, Fernandad, and Hubert, doing a gambit, a crit gambit boost, which is pretty cool. The next screenshot here is we see, again, Ash talking, doesn't look too happy, maybe talking about strategy or something that's going on. And then here in the next screenshot, we see this old kind of looking dude, maybe kind of like a Doozle archetype. He looks to be maybe a villain, maybe someone who's helping the villains, maybe helping us, who knows, but he looks pretty badass, so that's pretty cool. Next screenshot here, we can see that Laurence and Hilda are together. They're probably, doing some sort of mission together, and you can see that they're paired up, which is odd. Maybe there is a return of pair up, or maybe this is a bit of a mini gambit boost, who knows. Or in this specific scenario, you can send two students to deal with a enemy or bandits or routed bandits or enemies together. As you can see in the bottom screenshot here, we can see that there is some sort of mission going on with Ingrid and Dorothea probably being sent to do a mission. So this is probably just that, except we have Lorenz and Hilda for this specific example. So it might be like that. I might be wrong. So you know, you never know. We might see it after translations come out. Next shot here, we can see that Byleth is talking with a teacher guy, probably the teacher we saw a while ago, but it seems to be taking some sort of time out of probably our energy. So maybe talking to different teachers, maybe giving advice, you know, all that could drain our energy gauge. Our next screenshot here, we can see that Byleth, of course, is like we mentioned before, doing a fishing minigame. Maybe this has something to do with the cafeteria, or maybe Byleth's like, you know, fun minigame or personal skill. Here we can see it's kind of like a bit of a minigame. You have to hook the fish, then you gotta reel them out, and then do this sort of weird combo minigame in which you have to deal damage to the fish, or you run out of stamina and let go of the fish, unfortunately, which is pretty funny, a pretty cool minigame concept that's going on here. Here we see some indoor map along with a along with what looks to be an outdoor map that has some drawbridges which are pretty cool. We can see some other enemy classes which seem to be single type weapons, perhaps. Maybe we'll see enemies with lots of different weapon types which are annoying to deal with, but these maps look pretty okay. I'm not really feeling it, but they definitely look cool. And it looks like to be that enemies have stealable items or droppable items. As you can see, a small item pouch next to these enemies, which can be pretty cool if that's the case. Next screenshot here, we see Byleth looking into a board, maybe some daily task board stuff that you can do, and we see that gosh darn owl. I swear, if Fire Emblem Three Houses connects to Fire Emblem Heroes, I'm gonna be hella mad if it is some sort of correlation, which probably not, but you know. Here we can see some of the promoted classes. We have female Byleth in her promoted state, along with Claude. We have Mercedes in her promoted state, probably tier 3 or 2s, who knows. I don't know how many tier classes there are, honestly. I'm hoping there are 4. Here we see Dimitri, of course. Here we see Ingrid on our Pegasus, probably a tier 3 class, tier 2. Here again we see a more clearer view of Mercedes. So I think that's all the screenshots we have, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down what you think, and subscribe. And leave me a comment what you guys think about the video. Also, I've recently made a video with FED, Fire Emblem Discussions, talking about Fire Emblem representation in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I really suggest you check it out. Check out his channel. He brought me onto the show, which was really kind of him, and I really enjoyed my time, our time together talking about Fire Emblem in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So if you're interested in that video, please make sure you check the description below. I'll have the video linked in the description along with the comments. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you have a great day. Peace.